Hello everybody, it is Emery48 here, and today's video is on drives of a lifetime. The first section, which is hills and mountains, and I'm only covering stuff from drives in the US right now. The second video I do for drives of a lifetime will be hills and mountains, the international stuff. So I'm doing a top 10 of the US drives that I'd want to do. Coming in at number 10, even though I just said that it's drives I want to do, is the Mount Washington Auto Road in New Hampshire. This drive comes into my top 10 because this is the only drive in the hills and mountains section that I've been on. I was a passenger up and down Mount Washington Auto Road, and it was an incredible journey with some great people. Coming in at number 9 is Crowleys Ridge Parkway. This drive is 212 miles over 5.5 hours from Missouri to Arkansas. All the drives in this list have incredible views as they put the drivers on top of high places and overlooks. This one comes in at number 9 because along the way there are other activities like a Civil War battlefield and some hiking trails. Just as a note, this video is going to be a top 10. The international one's a top 15, so that's only 25 out of somewhere a little over 60 drives that I narrowed it down from. So, a little less than half. At number 8 is Pine Ridge Country in Nebraska. This drive is 67 miles and should take an hour and a half. Along this drive, there is a U.S. fort which has featured in multiple wars and some ancient animal fossils. These two activities along the trail put this drive at number 8 on my list. Number 7, top of the Rockies Scenic Byway in Colorado. This drive stays above 9,000 feet for the majority and ends in an old gold rush town. As there is not a whole lot of information about this drive, it only places at number 7. At 6 is Highway 89, which is from Arizona to Montana. This drive joins the list at number 6 mostly for the scale of the drive. It is so long and goes through parts of the U.S. I have never seen and would like to. This drive allows you to see so much as long as you are up for the long journey. Definitely not a one day journey. Number 5 is Yosemite's Tioga Road in California. This drive takes you 61 miles in an hour and a half and has so much nature to explore for such a short drive, getting it in at number 5. Number 4 is Guadalupe Drive from New Mexico to Texas. This is a 452-mile drive in 8.5 hours. Along the route there are caverns, hikes, museums, and even a town famous for UFO sightings. So much to do and definitely need to make it a multiple day event. Number 3 is Hala Highway in Hawaii. This drive did not give too much information again, but the little info it did give definitely earns it a spot at number 3. This drive goes up the 10,000-foot hala Volcano on Maui. Definitely pronounced that wrong. There were some sections in this book where it gave significantly less information about the drives, which I thought was kind of odd. If you're going to include the drive in the book, might as well just give as much information as you could. So that was slightly annoying, but some of those drives sound to be some of the best ones. So at number 2 is the Twisting Coronado Trail in Arizona. This is a 123-mile drive which will take between 4 and 5 hours. The major interest for me on this drive is a preserved Pueblo site and the largest man-made hole. And at number 1, the top drive I want to do from the U.S. in the Hills and Mountains section of Drives of a Lifetime is back in Hawaii on the Hawaiian High Road. It is only 20 miles, but it takes an hour and a half. It goes from one side of the island Lanai to the other and sounds absolutely gorgeous the whole way through. It even pit stops at Lanai City in the middle of the island and ends at a fairly secluded beach. As shown on my list, I enjoy a nice beach climate rather than a Rocky Mountains. Let me know down below what you think of this concept of video and what you thought of the list that I came up with. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and have a wonderful rest of your day.